everyone, and welcome back again to the 80s Movie Den. So for this video, we're going to start another segment. It's called the top films at the box office for the 1990s. Those of you that have been watching this channel for a while know that I did a segment called 1980s at the box office, and I had toyed with the idea of doing a 90s as well, because, you know, as 80s kids, we became 90s teenagers and young adults. So the 90s, you know, very much had an influence on me as well. Obviously the 80s was my childhood years, my formative years. So it had a major impact on me as far as pop culture. But the 1990s was also an amazing time to grow up. It was a great decade for the same reasons, you know, for video games and, you know, for movies and television shows and pro wrestling. And so I wanted to pay homage to the 90s. I did go to the movies a fair bit in the 90s, probably as much, if not more, than the 80s. So it was a great hangout, you know, to go as a teenager. You'd go to the mall. We had a mall called the Niagara Square. It still does exist, not nearly as popular and as frequented as it was when I was growing up in Niagara Falls in the 80s and 90s. But the mall was literally like 100 feet away from the movie theater. So you'd go to the mall, you'd hang around there for a bit, hit the food court, you know, go into some CD stores and some music shops and stuff like that. And then when the movie, you were ready to go see your movie, you would just like walk out of the mall and walk over to the movie theater. And it was just such a great way to hang out as a teenager. So our top 10 films at the box office for 1990 are as follows. Now, when I went online to do some of the research on this, I got a few different lists, which was kind of strange. So I kind of narrowed it down to the one that I think makes the most sense. Feel free to let me know in the comments if this is accurate or not, but I believe it is. Coming in at number 10, we have Kindergarten Cop. At number 9, we have Dick Tracy. Coming in at number 8, we have Die Hard 2. At number 7, we have Total Recall. At number 6, we have The Hunt for Red October. And starting the top 5, we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. At number 4, we have Pretty Woman. Coming in at number 3, we have Dances with Wolves. At number 2, we have the movie Ghost. And coming in at number 1 for 1990 at the box office, we have Home Alone. So that was the top 10 films at the box office for 1990. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know what movies. Now, I didn't have a list. I didn't make a list of my honorable mentions for 1990, which I'm sad that I didn't actually. But I think what I'll do is I'll just put a little list up during this video real quick when I do my editing. So anyways, yeah, that's the 1990s at the box office. That's a nice list of films, folks. I know that I went to see Home Alone at the movies, and I went to see, I believe I went to see Total Recall at the movies, and I went to see Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So 3 of the top 10 films at the box office, I went to the movies to see. I'm not quite sure. I don't know why Dick Tracy's jumping out at me, but I don't believe I went to the movies to see that. But it'll be interesting to see when I do these videos and do some of the research on it to see how many movies I actually remember going to see. I do vaguely remember going to see them, during the 80s. I was much younger. There are movies I know for sure I went to see in the 80s. They just stick out in my mind and my memory. So, but the 1990s at the box office should be a fun segment. So I hope you enjoy watching it as much as I will putting it together. Let me know in the comments again what you think of these top 10 films, and throw out some honorable mentions as well. This has been the 80s Movie Den, and as always, we'll catch you on the next one.